Yo, everybody. I am just going through and giving you your answers to this week's comprehension questions. Actually, this is 2 weeks ago. Just posting them now. So, annexation. To annex something is to take it. So, to take a piece of land from an already existing country, we annexed Texas from Mexico. Okay. Most recent example of this would be Ukraine. Actually, Russia annexing Crimea from Ukraine. That happened about 5 or 6 years ago. They took a piece of Ukraine. Cession is the opposite of that, giving something up. Okay, so the Mexicans ceded all of those states to the United States. The United States annexed Texas. They took, Mexico gave. Identified two causes of the Mexican-American War. First off, a lot of you put manifest destiny on this, westward expansion in general. That's fine. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but you're not wrong. One reason that I'm definitely looking for is that President Polk sent in a bunch of troops into the um, unincorporated territory, I guess you could call it, like disputed land between Mexico and the United States. And that was a provocation to get the Mexicans to attack. The Mexicans attacked, then the U.S. had a justification to go to war. It's kind of what we call a false flag, to where you're getting somebody else to do something so that you can get a reaction from your own people. Pretty successful. Yeah, okay. But yeah, the other cause just that the U.S. wanted that land in Texas. There were so many already Americans that were living in Texas, and the Tejano families had already left, that they decided that it would, it just makes sense to have Texas be part of the U.S. Plus, it's so big and there's so much land there that they wanted to take that land. It's not a good reason, but they did what they did. Identify two outcomes. Well, the U.S. gained Arizona, Utah, Nevada, New Mexico, half of Utah, excuse me, Utah and half of Colorado. I don't know if I said Utah already, but Western Colorado as well, since they already had part of the East. Um, and that was for $15 million that the U.S. paid them, which is crazy because now that would cost trillions upon trillions of dollars to take those states. And let's see, Mexico lost half of their land essentially in that, which is pretty terrible. Um, According to the Nearpod History Channel, how did President James K. Polk justify beginning the war with Mexico? Because he sent in troops into that land, like I said before, and then the Mexicans attacked, so he was justified in his actions, according to the American people. Again, it's that false flag, if you want to go and look that up. While some Americans believe that the United States should have seized all of Mexico after the Mexican-American War. Others believed it was a shameful land grab, which you believe is a matter of opinion. For me, it's a land grab. Again, it's not a legitimate reason why they went in there in the first place. So it's not a legitimate reason for them to take the land in the first place. It was not, the whole thing was kind of set up so that they could take that land, which to me is stealing. They also kick people off the land, which is terrible. We have now seen how, excuse me, how manifest destiny significantly plays into the expansion of the United States. What is your opinion about manifest destiny as a concept? A lot of you put the same idea here of like, yeah, it's great that we have land. It wasn't a great way for them to go about it, but I'm glad that we have the land. I personally would ask you then if you can justify having more land for killing people. Are people's lives worth more for you to have property or land? Right? Like if you had the choice, I'm going to kill 10 people, but then I will get this large swath of land. Do you think that you would go through with killing those 10 people? Doesn't that seem very wrong to you? That's the idea I'm trying to get you at here, which is that it's stealing from the people. Okay. There's a way that they could have gone in and worked with the people that already lived there instead of kicking them off their land and potentially killing them, or basically giving them a death sentence, because kicking them off that land is essentially a death sentence because they don't, it's what they know. I don't love it. I enjoy what the United States has become in terms of the landmass and space that we have, but how did we go about getting all this land? It's on the backs of slaves. It's on the backs of the Native Americans that were kicked off of their land, right? And there's no other way of looking at it that is factual. That's not opinion. Um, it's what I've said since the beginning of the year. America is a great country to an extent, but we were not built the way that we probably would have done it had we were to start over from now. It's nuanced. There can be good things about a country and bad things about a country. That's all I got on this one. Good job. If you submitted it, not great job if you did not submit it, but hey, at least you're watching this then. Have a great day. I will talk to you all very soon. Keep on trucking.